It's time to learn once again on arguably the best subject in the world. We have been able to look at number bases, and we said today in our class what we're going to do is we are going to look at how JAMB do structure their questions for JAMB bites, right? So come with me and let's see how it goes. Okay, the very first question we have here, it says convert 1.24 base 8 to decimal. So what do we do? There's a point here, right? Sometimes I've come to notice something. People always have this misconception of what decimal is. They just believe that decimal is that point. No, decimal is a number in base 10. So that point you see is a point. Its name is point. Now, if you look at this is base 8. Base 8 has a special name, right? And that is octal. So we can call this octal point. That's what it is. If it was in base 2, which has a special name binary, it will be called binary point. I believe that is clear. So in solving this is going to be 1 times 8. Everything will follow the same procedure. Plus 2 times 8 and then plus 4 times 8. So before the octa point, we'll have here at 1 as usual. After the octa point, minus 1, minus 2. That's how it works. Then this is going to be 1 times 8 is 8 plus 2 times 8 raised to the power of minus 1. Negative index will give us 1 over 8. Then plus 4 times 8 raised to the power of minus 2. That will give us 1 over 64. Just remember negative index, of which here becomes 8 plus 2 here to 1, 2 here is 4. So we'll be left with 1 over 4 plus 4 here to 1. 4 in 6 is 1, remainder 2. And then 4 in 24 is 6, right here at 6. So we'll have here 1 over 6. And from here, we'll be having that the LCM of this is 12. 4 in 12 is going to give us 3. 3 times 1, 3. Plus 6 in this is 2. 2 times 1, we have it as 2. If we simplify further, we have 8 whole number 5 over 12 base 10. And that's the answer to that. Very simple, no stress, right? So we'll move to the second question, and that will be the last one for today. 2 to 1 base x equal to 5 base 10. This question is very interesting. Let's see how it goes. First thing first, you can see that there's an alphabet here, right? Note this, anytime you have an equation, right, that has to do with number bases, convert them first to base 10. That's a simple thing. This one, we don't know the base it is, so just convert it to base 10. This one already is written in base 10, so we'll leave it that way. And how do we convert? The usual way. 2 times x, and then plus 2 times x, plus 1 times x. All is equal to 5. Power 0, power 1, and power 2. X to the power of 2 remains that way. You multiply it by 2, then you now have 2x power 2, plus x to the power of 1 is x. X times 2, 2x. Then plus x to the power of 0, 1. 1 times 1, 1. All is equal to 5. If you are very familiar with a very interesting topic, you would know that this is quadratic equation. How do I know? The nth power of the unknown is what? Is 2, which is this power 2 here. And then this can now be that if we call it like 10, we have 2x squared plus 2x, 1 minus 5. That will give us minus 4. All is equal to 0. If you can see, 2 is common here, so I can divide each of them by 2. I'll have x squared plus x minus 2, rather. All is equal to 0. So from here, we can solve using the factorization method, or you make use of the formula method, or any method you so desire to make use of. But note this, you are a JAMB student, right? And as one who is a JAMB student, it is advisable you use the factorization method because it's always short. But then, how will you know if it is factorizable? Because not all quadratic equations are factorizable. This is a simple way to know. There's something that is called a discriminant. That discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. That if you can simply substitute quickly, b is what? B is 1. If you remember, I believe you must have learned quadratic equation in your senior level before you started preparing for JAMB. So your b here is 1. 1 squared is what? 1 minus 4. A is giving us 1 and c is giving us minus 2. If you multiply this, you have minus minus is plus. 4 times 2, 8, and the answer is what? 9. Now, if you do this thing and you have what is called a perfect square, just note that that equation is factorizable. 9 is a perfect square because the square root of 9 is what? Is 3. But assuming we had done all of this thing and at the end of the day, maybe we had 7. 7 is not a perfect square. Or we even had something like 6. Those numbers I just mentioned are not perfect square. But if you had something like 4, you had something like 25, you had something like 100, you had something like 16, or even like 9 that we had. These are examples of what? Of perfect square. If you have that, you can what? Factorize it. So please, I want to plead with us. Let us try and factorize this ourselves, right? Factorize it and put the answer in the comment section. Note this. If you solve, and you have two values of x, one is negative, one is positive, just note that the one that is positive is what? Is the answer. The one that is negative is not the answer, because in quadratic equation, many a times you have what? Two distinct answers, right? It's on rare occasion that you have a single root, but most times that their roots are what? Are different. So solve it and we'll look at the new topic tomorrow. So I will plead with us also. If you have questions, you have question on any topic whatsoever as far as mathematics, put it on the comment section and I'll reach out to you once I get your message. Thank you. God bless you and do have a nice day. Bye for now.